Hi, Carmen, your fun HR lady again, here with another leadership tip. Are you in a leadership position? Are you a manager? And are you going about your business doing your thing? And you can't really seem to find the time of day. You're buried in meetings. You have, 30 things going on. You have competing priorities. Well, I'm going to ask you one question. As a leader, have you learned how to delegate? Okay. Ask yourself this. Have you learned how to delegate? When you go from being an individual contributor to a leadership role where you're not responsible, where you are now responsible for projects, deadlines, things of that nature, it's really, really important that you start to delegate some of the tasks that you used to do as an individual contributor so that you can focus on the things that your leadership requires of you, which is more strategic. Now, I know that oftentimes when we are set into a leadership position, we think if I train my person to replace me, I'm going to be out of a job, right? This is one of the most commonly shifted mindset things that needs to happen when you are in a leadership position. One of the things that I take from my very first position when I first started doing HR is my boss, my leader basically told me, Carmen, you're going to go through your career and you're going to, elevate and grow and do things within your career. My best tip to you is always be teaching the person that you're training to take your job. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but if you teach somebody to literally do what you do, it doesn't take your job away from you. It allows you to open up opportunities, new doors, new windows, to actually do other things. You cannot be an HR assistant and move into an HR generalist if you can't leave somebody else behind to do that HR assisting job. That's just one example. You can't go from being an HR generalist to an HR manager if you can't leave somebody behind to do the HR generalist duties so that you can focus on being an HR manager. So I'm speaking more specifically about HR leadership roles. But if you find yourself in a leadership position, whether it's new, whether it's you've been in it for a while, always remember that the more you share with others, the more others know how to do, the less really dependent they're going to become on you. Number one, you're going to be able to go on vacation and take time off. Number one, you're going to be able to turn your phone off at night so that you're not being pinged with all sorts of notifications because somebody else doesn't know what to do or how to answer that question. So that's number one. Number two, you're going to be able to position yourself to open yourself up for other projects, other things that now your executive leadership is going to be like, wow, this person's really efficient. Like this person really knows what they're doing, and their employees, pretty much know what they're doing. And so it's a full circle. And so if I can offer anything to you today, if you're a leader, please always be training your replacement. I promise you that doesn't mean that you're going to be out of a job. What that means is you're going to be able to elevate your job to something different. Now, you may not ever want to be in a management position. That's fine. That's great. But let's say, for example, you are the person who does payroll for your company, and that's it. You are the only person who knows step by step how to do payroll for your company. What happens? You can never go on vacation. You can never be sick. You can never take time off during payroll weeks. Why? Because then it's not going to get done. Or you're going to go on your vacation and you're still going to have to log on and you're still going to have to do your thing. So it's really, really important to make sure that other people know exactly what you're doing and not be threatened by that process, by training others to do your job. Because I promise you, they're not going to take your job. It's going to allow you to elevate your career to new levels and new heights. I hope this was helpful. Please be a good human. If you like more tips and tricks, please stay tuned for more or comment below and tell me what you want me to talk about. Thank you very much.